Hey everybody, and welcome back to Putting on the New You. My name is Melvin, and I thank you so much for tuning in. As we began these episodes, I really wanted to take an opportunity to say thank you to everyone who's checked out the introductory video. And for those of you who haven't, please go to our YouTube channel and check out that video. While you're there, hit the subscribe button. And also take the opportunity to look at all of our information on the various other social media platforms. Thank you again for being here, and let's get right to it. So, you may be noticing that I have this machine sitting on the table. This machine is one of my favorite computers that I really love to work with. It's an Alienware machine. I'm not going to get into all the details about it, but as we began this journey, I thought it'd be cool to start out by talking about one of my favorite things, right? So, with this computer, take a look at it. It's pretty sleek. Looks pretty cool, got a lot of cool features. Even the outside, you know, Alienware, they do a really good job. This machine has an alien head that lights up, right? So makes it really cool. That's one of the reasons why I got it, because I like cool looking stuff. So with this computer in mind, this computer is a tool. This computer is something that helps me get my jobs done, helps me to, organize my life, organize things that I'm working on. And so it's essentially a very, very powerful tool, right? So as you look at this computer, I want you to think about something. I want you to ask yourself this question. What am I? I'm going to ask it again. What am I? Take out a piece of paper and a pen. Write that question down, and don't answer it just yet, but think about it. What am I? So, getting back to this computer. This computer, you only see the outside of it, right? You can't see the inside because it has what's called a chassis. This is the body. It houses all the innards of the machine. It keeps them safe, it protects them, and it has a lot of things in it to keep the computer from overheating, like fans and things of that nature. But essentially, you don't normally see the inside of the computer. You just kind of see the outside, right? You see all the different ports and things that you can connect to the machine in order to get, your mouse and your keyboard and things of that nature to work. But you don't see the inside. Just like this computer, every single day when we look ourselves in the mirror, we don't see our insides. We only see our outside. We see our hair, we see our eyes, we see our teeth, however many of them we have or how many we've lost, right? Some of us look at, our body types, our body shape, and things of that nature. We see the outside, and we work on the outside a lot. Sometimes we go to the gym to work on the outside. We eat the right foods to work on the outside. That it works on the inside a little bit too, but for the most part, a lot of the energy and effort that we put into ourselves goes into developing what we see and what the rest of the world sees when they look at us, right? So I'm here to tell you that just like the outside of this computer essentially is not this computer, the outside of you is not who you are or what you are. Think about that for a moment. Now, this computer has what's called a central processing unit. It's the brains of this machine. It is how the computer processes the information as fast as it does, but it's called the CPU. It's the computer's brain. Just like this computer, we have a brain. Our brain operates all our central nervous system, our digestive system, all of the things that are the inner workings of us. But our brain is not who we are. It's a part of who we are, but it's not what we are. Okay? This computer also has a hard drive, and it has memory. So the hard drive allows it to store information, and that information can be recalled because of the memory that's on this machine, right? So, just like this computer, you have the ability to store information inside your mind, and you have the ability to recall information, right? But that's not what you are. It's part of what you are, but it's not what you are, right? So we've established you are not your body. You are not your brain. Let's take it a step further. The name of this computer is an Alienware machine, right? So that's what the manufacturers have called it. I'm not going to get into all the specifics, but essentially it's an Alienware machine. And Dell makes this machine. So this machine's been given a name. I've been given a name by my parents. My name is Melvin. I don't know what your name is, but think about what your name is. And think about this. You are not even what your name is. You are not what you've been called by your family. Let's take this a step further. You are not where you're from. You may have come from, you may have been born in the United States or born somewhere else in the world, but that is not what you are. That's a part of who you've come to be, but it's not what you are, right? So, just like this computer, it has many components living on the inside of this very tech-savvy looking chassis. You have on the inside of you a lot of components that you don't see, but they are very, very powerful. Now, with a computer, notice that it's not plugged in right now. It contains a lot of very powerful tools, even has some very powerful software programs on it, right? But right now, this machine is not plugged in. And because it's not plugged in, I don't have access to everything that this computer is capable of doing, right? So, until you understand all of the faculties that are inside of you, and until you understand how to connect with and utilize those faculties, you pretty much are going through life living disconnected from a large part of who you are, a large part of what you are. And until you find out not only what those components are, how those components work, how you can begin to use those components, you're missing out on life. But that's why we have this channel. That's why we have these lessons. And that's why, if you stay tuned, you're going to find out exactly what you are. So take a moment, answer that question, write it on a piece of paper, and think about it. And be sure to tune in where next episode, we're going to get into this even more so. My name's Melvin Nix. Thank you again for tuning in to Putting on the New You. I look forward to our next lesson. Thank you so much and have a great day.